Hey folks, I wanted to be big to start out with, then I'm going to go back to being small. I'm going to show you a case study for a plumbing campaign. If you were on my YouTube channel a couple days ago, we released a case study for a similar client in a nearby location doing the same type of work. The only other thing that's different about this campaign is that this campaign is using landing pages that we designed. The other campaign was using the client's website. The client's website was still getting between 16 to 20% conversion rates, but let me get small and let's take a look at this campaign. Now we're going to use the same time period. I'll go last 30 days. Now we've got 3 campaigns in here. We just recently launched a branded at the request of the client. That's something that we sometimes do, sometimes don't. It depends on whether the client's down with it or not. We can get in. I'll do another video on that another day. We have single themed ad groups going after the most valuable services that they really want. And then we have a more generic campaign that's going to sweep up a lot of traffic, generate a lot of leads, and it's going to get them typically at a lower cost per lead, but they're going to be less qualified leads. The problem is that this happens in so many niches. You might want fire pit installation, but the client or the prospect searches landscaper near me. You might want paver patio installation, paver patio contractor, and all you want is hardscaping. The problem is clients don't cooperate. That's the word I was looking for, cooperate. And they search what they know to search. They search landscaper near me because they know landscapers do that type of work. Here they're searching plumber near me because they know if they got stuff bubbling up out of the pipe, out of their front yard, out of their toilet, they got to call a plumber. So that's when you come into all the plumber near me. Now this started out as broad, which is why we called it broad. But as you can see, since then we've added a bunch of other terms as we found other converting keywords. So we've got a number. We had a number of broad match ad groups in there, but we have created this, which has a combination of broad, exact, maybe even a little praise. It's just grown up that way, and it converts at a high level. So it's one of those cases where it converts at a high level, so why mess with it? So these are targeting it. Like I said, it started out broad, and with that, that means that you have to be extremely careful with your targeting and your location exclusions. You've got to make sure that you have an extensive negative keyword list of competitors, and then you have to really keep an eye on the keywords so that you can add negatives, because broad match has a propensity to be very, very inclusive in terms of the types of keywords that it will include in there. But here's the difference between this and the campaign that I showed you, or campaigns I showed you the other day. Let's look at the conversion rates. These conversion rates are through the roof. Branded, 30%. You'd expect that. This campaign, 38% conversion rate. This campaign, almost 29% conversion rate. Now, when we started this over a year ago, it wasn't at 38%. It was high, but it wasn't this high. This is what happens when you stick with your marketing. You hang in there, you give it the budget you need, you work with your marketer, and you do all the right optimizations, do all the right things, build landing pages, track calls, track form leads, which we've only recently been able to start to track for this client. So we'll see these conversion rates go up, I would suspect. There's a quick review of a plumbing campaign. If you have clients who are plumbers, or you're a plumber yourself and you're hesitant to jump into Google Ads because you've wasted money there before, feel free to reach out. If you have questions at all, drop them down in the comments. I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe. Track me down on Facebook or Twitter, X. Love to talk to you all.